So again, if you guys got in exactly when we talked about yesterday and you held on, which you were able to do all day, let's look at this again. These were puts and you bought in, it rode down. Every time you guys are like panicking on these little baby breathe backs. Here's what I need you guys to start thinking about, right? Leave it alone, right? So if you bought 10 contracts, okay, and you put your stop at or above what you paid, did this ever come back and break VWAP? So fear or greed is controlling your trade, right? So you really have to assess what's going on. And that's why I came up with your 50, 20, 20, 10 plan. So that way, when you buy in on these pullbacks, wherever you think that pullback is, you can shed, right? So let's say you right here, you got rid of 50, 20, 20, and now you only got 10%, right? 10% of your trade. So none of these really bother you anymore. And do you guys want to know why that is? Because of your position size is now smaller, which allows you to run longer. So if you think about it in the beginning, if your position size was correct, I bet you wouldn't touch it all day. Any bets? So Apple is already in the 2-minute EWO. So everybody doing the 2-minute EWO, when can you enter Apple to the downside?
At the
Right
bell.
at the bell. Yep, right at the bell. Good job. You're already in the second candle, right? Yep, you're already there. See it? So you're already in that situation. If you want to hold on and wait for a little bit, sure, go ahead, right? There's nothing wrong because you're already in the downward setup position right here, right? So if you want to wait a couple minutes, it's up to you. But what I'm telling you is you've already got the green light for a put. See it here? So we enter the put. You bought it here, right? And then it had a nice move. You put your stop here and it moves more. Put your stop here, right? And we're down here. You don't have your stop right here. Why? Because then when it does this pullback, oh, I got stopped out. Dude, you bought it here. Why are you putting a stop, right? That close. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. It's got to work. It's got to do this. Again, when we're talking about taking the money, yeah, it's here and take the money here, right? So when you guys get all your cold feet and you bail out and then you bail out and then you bail out and then it comes up and you're like, oh, this is the one for sure. This one right here for sure is the one I got to get out. It's nowhere near VWAP. It's still trending to the downside. And I'm like, why is that the one? You guys will hear me when you go, I just got out. And I'll go, why? Right? Why? What do you mean? Why? Why? Oh, coach, but it changed color. And I know that when it changes color, we want to get out. That's not true at all. If you got in up here and it changes color down here, do you give? I don't, right? I told you the farther it goes away from where you bought it, the more room I want you to give it. Remember the rule. If you cannot, like if you just cannot figure out, well, what should my stop be, coach? What is it then? Half. If you paid $1 here and it's gone to 2 here, if you still can just not figure this thing out, split the difference. Your stop would be at $1.50. Does that make sense? Because I guarantee you that $1.50, the 50% split, if you're able to ride through this, will be worth probably 30 times more than you keep doing it up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down on your account, right?